Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I need all and every one of you attentioning up here.
Okay.
All attentioning up here. We're going to do 3 or 4 different things quickly. You can watch, you can write if you want. They are already in your journal because the assignment I'm going to give you is going to have these 3 or 4 different things on there. We're going to start with finding equivalent fractions. That is kind of like what you had to do on the task cards, where you had I, O, N, S, where you had one fraction. They gave you part of the second fraction, and then you had to find what that part was. So that's going to be the first part of what you do today. Finding an equivalent fraction. This is just like when we add and subtract fractions. The same process. This one gives us the numerator. So we ask Sahana, what do we multiply to get to 28? 4. If I multiply the numerator by 4, I have to multiply the denominator by 4. And Sahana, my denominator is 40. Is 40. What if I went 128, 98? Oh, let's not do that. We're going to do that with simplifying. Let's go another one. Let's go 51, 81 equals... let's go. 51 over 81 equals blank ninths. 51 over 81 equals blank ninths. So, Colin, are we getting smaller to bigger or bigger to smaller?
Bigger to smaller.
Bigger to smaller. Because we have to change the 81 to a 9. I messed this one up, didn't I?
Yep.
I did mess this up.
Yep.
Alright, ignore this one.
Alright, 453.
Alright, ignore that one. I was trying to do it differently wrong. If you're watching at home, ignore that one. Let's look at another one. Let me get one I know works. So I'm not just making these up off the top of my head. Oh, is that the one that you had all done? It's all done at home. I don't have to do any of it. Let's do another easy one. Makes me so sad. Let's do another easy one. We have, let's go 4/5 equals 12. And then the blank. 4/5 equals 12 and then the blank. Sanaya. Times 3, it's getting bigger. So if I multiply both by 3, my denominator is, Sanaya?
13.
15.
15. What?
Okay, 15. Alright, that's a quick review of equivalent fractions. Simplifying fractions. Let's go 98 over 148. Now when we simplify fractions, we have to find the greatest common factor, which means I would have to make the factor tree for 98, which I know is 1 and 98, 2 and something, but I don't want to do that. 98 is a pretty big number, right? 98 is a pretty big number. Well, your teacher taught you the divisibility rules. So Joshua, can you tell me what both of these would be divisible by?
2.
They're both divisible by 2. They're both even. So I don't have to draw out my chart and figure out every factor of each of these. If I divide them both by 2, I'm going to get my simplified numerator and my simplified denominator. 98 divided by 2 is 46. Is that right?
No, I think 49. 49. Yeah.
49?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
98 divided by 2 goes in 4 times.
Yeah.
That's 8. Subtract 1. 18. Okay. 49 over. What is 148 divided by 2?
74.
74. 74. I'm going to call you Kinley the Second. All right, let's look at another one. A little simpler. 70, 1,280. 70 over 1,280. Much simpler.
Oh, yeah. Very.
Much simpler. What is going to be a factor of both of these? Ian?
6. Oh, wait. 1. No.
What can I divide both of these by?
2.
I can divide them both by 2. Jared?
10.
10. If I divide both of these by 10, all I really have to do is cross off the 0, and I have 7 over 128.
Wow.
7 over 128. What else do we have? We need to change mixed numbers to improper fractions. So mixed and improper. Okay, first we'll change from a mixed number to an improper number. Let's go 9 and 7/8. There's an easy formula for you to remember how to change this. If you multiply the denominator times the whole number and then add the numerator, and you put that over the same denominator.
Yep.
So if I do this here, my denominator stays 8. What is my denominator, Natalie?
Wait, you mean later?
Oh, no, I mean my denominator.
Yeah.
Tell me my denominator.
Oh.
8 times. What is my whole number column? Or my whole number column. 9. Plus, Drew, what is my numerator? 7.
This is the easier way, I think. Is this the easier way?
Well,
Or is it...
you could do it in your head,
Oh,
but I'm just showing you the steps in case the numbers are really big. All right, so Ari, what is 8 times 9? Plus 7. 79. Good. 79 over 8. All I did was, if you follow this every time, doesn't matter what the numbers are. It's easy peasy, raw chicken squeezy. I didn't make it up. Let's look at changing from an improper fraction to a mixed number. So let's take 83 ninths.
Yay!
83 ninths. How you do this? You divide your denominator into your numerator.
Oh, yes.
Your denominator into your numerator. Your quotient is going to be your whole number. Your remainder is your numerator, and your denominator stays the same. So let's look at what that looks like. Gus, what is that going to look like?
Oh, I know the answer.
I don't want the answer. I want to know how to get the answer.
Oh, okay.
My denominator is
9.
9.
And
My numerator is
83.
83. Okay, that's how you set it up. You set it up just like this. Just like I just did. We've done hundreds of those when we've been adding fractions. Gus, how many times does 9 go into 83?
9.
9.
Good job.
Remainder 2.
Which is 81, subtract 2. 9, remainder 2. My quotient is my whole number, which is what?
9.
9.
And
My remainder is my numerator, which is 2. My denominator stays the
9.
same. 9.
yeah, I'm smart.
9 and 2 ninths. And then there'll be a couple adding and subtracting fractions, which you've done 4,286 times.
Yep.
And an easy logic puzzle.
No!
All right, a hard logic puzzle if you don't want the easy one. Boom, shakalaka, peace out. God bless, love you. Do something kind today. Subscribe and save the bees.